about that.
Obviously very proud and very honoured and privileged. For the last year, we started the Young Husband Football Academy, trying to raise awareness for football, raise the interest in football, and we always thought you need a professional league and a top facility, but I still believe you need that. But obviously with the success of the Ascals, it's all happened within the last 3 or 4 months, and it's to be part of that success is it's a great feeling.
Yeah, we came here on a mission from England. We came here to promote the sport, make it reach its potential. And we thought it would take like 50 years, but it only took 1.
Very cocky. I like that. Now, let's talk about C2. I'm sure there have been so many brands that want you to be their endorsers, but what made you decide to tie up with collezione C2?
We received the news about C2 while we were in Bacolod during the Mongolia game, and obviously we're well aware of C2 for the past couple years, and we know the brand. We are very familiar with the brand, and to receive the news that they were interested it was a great feeling, and obviously again we felt proud and very honoured, and we feel with brands we want to be with brands that reflect our image, and C2 reflects Pinoy pride, and obviously we often get asked how Pinoy are you, and we really want to show Filipinos we are very Pinoy.
We will get to that later.
Yes, and there's no better way than being affiliated with such a prestigious brand in the Philippines than C2.
Yeah, C2, the clothes especially represent, even though we have different personalities, it represents both our styles, so that's what we took into account.
You can be athletic, you can be casual, you can be formal, so
you can be a king and still look good. I love that. Okay, so obviously you're not pure Filipino, correct? So you're half English. So being raised in England, you know, all of us know that Europeans in football, it's like bread and butter. You have to have them both. So how has football influenced you when you were growing up in England?
Yes, obviously football has been a big influence on us. We started playing when we were only 3 years old, and I mean it's actually most of the friends we know, most of the people we've met in life have been through football. The countries we visited in Europe, in Africa, in America have all been through football, and it actually got us through some hard times. Our dad passed away when we were only 16, 17, so football was what got us through that, and so we really owe a lot to football.
We were at Chelsea Football Club when our dad passed away. They were one of the first ones there. They attended the funeral, so we owe a lot to football, really.
So sorry to hear that. Yeah, anyway, obviously you have made your dad really, really proud, but other than your dad, you've made the country very proud, of course, with this recent success with the Ascals. Now there is a renewed interest with football, so how do you plan to propel this interest even more?
I think that's the difficult part. We want to sustain the popularity, the interest, the enthusiasm. And obviously there's some government sponsors now, private sponsors. I think it's important where the finance goes, where the time investment goes, and I think it should be more of a long-term plan than a short-term plan. I think the important thing is we keep winning and keep being successful. So I think on our stand, we have to win on the pitch, and everything else will be taken care by other people.
So make sure that after Mongolia, you guys kick their ass again.
Yeah,
we promise.
Okay, so now we move on. Obviously, Collezione has said that they wanted you to be their brand ambassadors because you're so passionate about what you do, which is football. So how has your passion for football, like what type of a role has it been in your life?
It's been like a religion to us. We eat, we sleep, we drink, we love football. As Phil said earlier, we owe a lot to it. It's helped us through rough times, but it's also made us good as people. And football has lots of good role models, and we like to think of ourselves as good role models for the youngsters.
Yeah, I feel football is, in terms of values, it's taught us a lot. In terms of discipline, confidence, self-expression, hard work and creativity, we've learned all that through football, and it's been the platform for what we represent and our lives, and so football's been a big influence.
You know, a lot of people in this room here can relate that it's very rare for us to get to do things that we're passionate about and call it a job, right? And it doesn't even feel like a job anymore because you're really enjoying it. But for the people out there who are still searching for what they want to do, for that passion, what advice can you give them in following their passions or finding that passion?
I don't think you can force anything. I don't think you can make yourself want to do something or like something. I think it just comes naturally, and it's important you try at least something once and explore the world and try new things. And I think you can't force it, but as long as you enjoy it, then it will come naturally.
As Phil said, have a go at it once. We've done loads of sports. We've done cricket, even though that's boring enough.
Cricket?
I did taekwondo. I was a champion at that. Did swimming, champion at that. But
well, we're not asking everybody to be a champion. Let's just give it a shot.
Just don't be afraid to fail at anything. Just have a go. You never know.
I like that. Don't be afraid to fail, because you'll never know what success is until you fail. Oh, diba? May mga personality development na nagaganap. I love it. Do you understand? Yes. Okay, let's talk about being Filipino for a second. You guys were saying, a lot of people may say, you have your accent, how Filipino are you? Why don't we share to everybody just how Filipino you are?
Often we often get that question, and we often ask everyone, how can you define who's Filipino? We have teammates who have a Filipino mum and dad, yet they grew up in the States, and we have friends that have pure American blood, yet they grew up in the Philippines. So how Filipino are they? But obviously we consider ourselves very Filipino. We live in the Philippines now. We have Filipino blood. Every weekend in England we would gather at the Filipino community and we'd eat pancit bihon, adobo, that sort of thing. And obviously we're very proud to represent the country and sing the national anthem. So we believe we are very Filipino. We're trying to learn Tagalog, so just be patient.
All the girls here will teach you.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I think being Filipino, the number one trait of being Filipino is putting your family first. And that's what me and Phil are very enthusiastic about how important our family is to us, and we really want to show that to everyone.
Yeah, our priority is our family, and obviously we're the breadwinners for our mum and sister now, so we have to look after them. And one thing being Filipino is we're very family orientated. We're very close with our family, close with our mum, close with our sister, and it's important that we're there for them to support them.
Doesn't that make them even more of a catch? When they know that they take care of their mom, that's the guy you bring home to dad. Well, anyway, speaking of family, you're now part of the Collezione C2 family. What can we expect from you guys now that you've teamed up with this brand?
Obviously we're very proud, and we know the clothing is very, it represents our lifestyles, our image, and obviously we enjoy wearing the clothes, whether we're playing sports.
Why don't we stand up for our friends and just show how, right? Very sassy.
Should we give a 12?
It's a whale. See?
And then
A
obviously,
ballena never looks so good.
obviously real men wear pink.
Yeah.
Real men wear pink.
Okay, you can enjoy a little bit of them later for our photo op, but thank you.
But yeah, obviously
We liked Free Willy when we were younger. So.
Free Willy, yes.
we enjoy wearing the clothes. It's very comfortable, and obviously we'll wear it with Collection have also teamed up with the Young Husband Football Academy, which we thank them from the bottom of our hearts for, so helping promote football as well. And obviously when we're casually in the mall, when we're playing sports, or when we're socialising with friends outside, we're obviously we're happy to be part of the Collection family.
We believe this is the start of a long and great relationship.
Yeah.
So until you're 50, you will still be brand ambassadors.
Well, we hope they would choose us if they have us.
Okay, but for the next half hour, let's leave it to. We are now opening the floor for questions from our members of the press. And there is a microphone